Let me start something called critical thinking and creative thinking. Okay, these are the parameters very important to access a candidate in a job interview. What is called, you are very much correct whenever you say that creative thinking is something called the ability to think innovatively. It is something called new things, right? Because we people take the example of your own computer science. It is evolving day by day. Got it? Take the example for the marketplaces. Take the example of Zomato. Take the example of Swiggy. Take the example of Flipkart. These are the these are called, comes under critical thinking. That means creative thinking. So creative thinking means people used to sit at home and they can order food with available just like in a single clicks. So that is something called creative thinking. And this is also very important because you have to build a software that is going to be very creative. Got it? And let me tell you what is called critical thinking. Though you are very much close to that particular point, but you could not do that because of the fact that critical thinking is all about to understand what is right and wrong. Okay. So the moment you say what is right and wrong, you have to understand that critical thinking means it is all about a series of questions that you have to ask. So that is why the smartest student in a class is not the person or the student who knows everything, but the student who asks a lot of questions.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So basically, unless until you have creativity, if you don't think something different, you cannot have a lot of questions. Got it? So why the software companies are looking for this one, creative thinking and critical thinking. So that is our point to be discussed today. Okay. So you understand that you have to ask a lot of questions. It's not like that where exactly you are going to ask a lot of questions. So you have to ask yourself. Got it? So you people are, coders, right? You code a lot of things.
Yes.
Do you think that whenever you code, obviously you people come across a lot of things, right? So what is the situation like? Let me create your TL or your the persons who order the software. You create a hypothetical situation, got it? And you have to make it a reality. So you have to think a lot, innovatively, and you have to ask a lot of questions to yourself, to your team members, so that you can understand what is right or what is wrong. So let me tell you these two things. One is called creative thinkings, other is called critical thinkings. Okay, these are very important to access a candidate. Okay, so let me give you an example. Suppose to access a creative thinking or critical thinkings, okay, there is something called flip interview. What is called flip interview? Do you have any idea? What is called flip interview? Do you know something called flip? Have you ever seen something called flip? Like, suppose I am standing, I flip it, I become like this. You understand right now?
Yes.
Okay. You might have seen it in video editing and other things because you are software professionals. You know something about it. So this is called flip. So flip means like whenever you want to change the position. Got it? Suppose you become the interviewer and the person who is taking your interview becomes a interview. You got it? So normally what happens, why you are going, to appear in interview. Right now they are going to start a flip interview. So that time they are going to check your creative thinking and critical thinking. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So let's try to understand what is called flip interview.